Shalom, Israel. Shalom, shalom. Brother Nakwam, watchman for Israel, coming back at you with these precepts and another cold cut or another Monday night fire. Right, Salaki, giving, of course, all honor and all glory to Yahweh, Bashima Mashiach wa Malaki Bashai. Double honors to the elect elders of the house of David that's been in this truth for decades and decades, patiently waiting for the second coming of Hamashiach wa Malaki Bashai. A hearty, mighty shalom to all of the mighty men of the Most High God who are out there in the highways and byways, pushing this truth, magnifying the ministry, presenting their bodies as a living sacrifice, and enduring all things for the elect's sake. Shalom, shalom. Shalom to all of the men that may not be out there in the highways and byways as of yet, but they're working on it. They're getting built up in the spirit. They're praying, they're fasting, they're studying, they're being diligent and abounding in the work of the Lord. Shalom, shalom. Shalom to the sisters out there holding it down in the households, moving in the spirit of our righteous foremothers. Shalom, shalom. Shalom to the ancient men, the children, the elect of Israel scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth, and everybody tuning in for another Monday night fire. HBK Int, Jadis Delphius, Vernon Brody, Brother Azariah, Shalom King Joshua Flores, Issachar Power, Shalom Don Israel, Yolanda Caesar, L, Joshua Brewer, Yawadra Ben Yisrael, the Don Israel, and everybody else tuning in, Quad Israel 23, everybody else tuning in, and that will tune in, Lord willing, right? This is current events, Israelite edition. 2/3 will die in many ways, right? Current events, Israelite edition. So we're going to kind of focus more so on our people on this live and the wickedness that our people are involved in, the treachery, the evil, the covetousness, the bloodshed, the lust, the folly, right? And just outright madness that our people are in as of late, man, and charge our people to repent and come out of this world because the Most High is about to destroy this place, man. I don't know if anybody told you, but Yahweh Shai said that you're living in the end of the world, man. And it's written that 2/3 of Israel will be cut off and die, right? Let's go to Zechariah, right? Chapter 13, and we'll start at verse 8. This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 13 and verse 8. And this shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, Yahweh Shai, right? And I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh is my God. So 2/3 of the children of Israel will be destroyed throughout the four corners of the earth, right? They will be cut down, whether that's by famine, whether that's sent by the sword, whether that's by wild beast, right? Whether you die by the hands of the Most High and the death angel. There are many ways that Yahweh, Bashmi Abishai, can destroy flesh, man. Most High is not relegated to 4 options, right? The Most High said there be spirits created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them, huh? Right? So the Most High, that's Sirach 39:28 on down. So the Most High is going to bring a third part through the fire, right? Through the suffering, through the tribulation, like it tells you in Acts 14:22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of the Most High. So we're going to go through that fire if we're part of that 1/3. We're going to go through the hour of temptation, Jacob's trouble, when the society collapses, when there's no food, when the sound of the grinding is low in the streets. And the Most High is going to see if you're going to endure that test, man. Right? That's all it is. Are you going to pass that test or are you going to fail? Now, as you go through that fire, it's going to remove impurities and undesirable traits of doubt, worry, the world, the flesh, and all of these spirits that are going to try to hold you back. So that's the purpose of taking gold and putting it through the fire, to remove undesirable traits and impurities that you may have. Gold that's worthy to be sold, molded, and all types of what they call it, it's malleable. So you can lay it over chairs, you can lay it over tables, you can make many things with the gold, but it has to go through the fire. Right? So the point is, not everybody's going to make it, man. Contrary to what they're teaching in these Christian churches, what they're pushing out on the earth, everybody's not going to make it. And we're going to show you, man, as we go through what our people are dealing with, right? As of late, I mean, you're going to know without a shadow of a doubt that 2/3 have to go. Isaiah chapter 10 and 21. The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty God. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. The consumption decreed shall overflow with righteousness. So, although you can't number us, and we're throughout the four corners of the earth, a remnant, meaning a remainder of a large portion, that remnant that's going to return, put away sin, come out of adultery, keep the Sabbath day, not serve false gods, not hate their brother. That's the remnant that's going to return to the Most High. Right? The Lord said in Baruch, the 2nd chapter, that he would give us a heart and ears to hear. So if you're in this truth, that's a blessing, man. You know, and if you're chosen, that's a greater blessing. That the Most High even woke you up, woke us all up, and called us into this glorious ministry, man. You know, this is Baruch chapter 2 and 29. If ye will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations where I will scatter them. And this is going to happen again. We are a great multitude as the sand of the sea, as the stars that can't be numbered. But that 1/3, again, this is going to happen again. He's going to turn us into that small number. He's going to cut off what you call 66.6% of the Israelite population. And he's going to take 1/3, and that's going to be the new small number. And he's going to put us in the wilderness. But this happened in time past as well. Now, verse 30, here's the prophecy. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. And you can't get around this prophecy right here. It's written that the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, woman, and child are going to remember that they're not Negroes. They're going to remember that they're not Hispanic. They're going to remember that they're not Native American, that they're more than athletes, comedians, you understand, entertainers, entrepreneurs, slaves, servants, workers. They're going to remember that they come from a royal stock of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They're going to remember that they are gods on the earth, that they are a nation of kings and priests. They're going to remember the laws, the statutes, the commandments, and they're going to remember the name of the Most High. And the Most High is going to wake you up and give you his name again, Yahweh. You're going to know the name of Yahweh Shai, the mediator. And all of this understanding is going to come back to you, right? Let me bring the brother in here, right? Shalom, King. Can you hear me?
Shalom, King.
Okay, shalom. So all of this understanding is going to be given to you, and that's a blessing, man. If you know, even if you know that you're an Israelite and you're in this truth and you're serving the Most High in sincerity, that is a beautiful gift given to you by the Most High. Because as we go through what our people are dealing with, man, unfortunately, everybody's not going to make it. Everybody's not going to get it. You know, it reads in verse 31, and shall know that I am the Lord their God, for I give them an heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name. They're going to think upon the name of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. The name is also his image, righteousness, godliness. All of the righteous thoughts that you have and the zeal that you have and the passion you have for the Most High and your ability to keep the commandments, you were given that by the Most High. It's not something that you got because you're righteous or something that you got because you went to college or you got a job. The Most High said, I'm going to give them a heart, meaning a mind, and ears to hear. Verse 33, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before the Lord. And that's what this whole ministry is about. It's about pushing repentance, man. Yeah, we get on the nations. Yeah, you know, we prophesy against Babylon the Great as we're commanded to, you know. But the most important thing is repentance and charging our people to remember the ways of our fathers that sinned before the Most High and return back to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. We're going to go through how our people are conducting themselves as of late, and it should charge you to be more zealous and to want to resurrect the people from the dead, man. As you look at the condition of our people, in the last days. Right, but you got it, King.
Khan is right. And I'm gonna get the book of Isaiah, chapter 29 and verse number 9. Because our people, unfortunately, they're destroyed. Right? They're destroyed for a lack of knowledge. And it takes a real humble spirit to be able to receive the words of the Lord. And our people are proud, right? They have their worldly gods, their gold, their entertainment, right? Their lifestyles that they live. They feel like they don't need the Most High. Like when you read Hosea, the second chapter, right? Right, Israel was off and they got fed by, matter of fact, through the spirit. Let me get that, King. Let's get Hosea chapter 2, right? Because that's a mighty account of the Lord saying, look, you're getting fed and you're getting all of these different things, but it's not by me. Right, let's go to Hosea chapter 2 and verse right number 3. It says, lest I strip her naked and set her as in the day that she was born. Right? Because we don't have anything in the day that we're born. We're coming this world naked and we're going to leave with nothing. All we have is Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It says, and make her as a wilderness and set her as a dry land and slay her with thirst. And that's exactly what happened. When we turned that back on the Most High, he slayed us with thirst. The thirst is the knowledge of him, right? The laws, the wisdom. It says, and I will not have mercy upon her children, for they be the children of whoredoms. For their mother had played the harlot, she that had conceived them have done shamefully. For she saith, I will go after my lovers. And that's what's going on right now. Right? Your modern day lovers are your entertainment industry, right? The NFL, the NBA, anything that can get you money, the so-called white man. You have forgotten the God that you serve. You went after all of your lovers, your strange gods, to commit spiritual fornication. That give me my bread. Right? So there's a reward for the wicked on the left-hand side. Don't think the so-called white man won't give you money, right? Fame, notoriety, right? He'll give you rank in this society. You'll become a business owner, right? You'll become having an allegiance, a bachelor's degree, a science, all of these different things. And my water, my wool and my flock, mine oil and my drink. Therefore, behold, I will hedge up your ways with thorns. I mean, even though you feel like you're fat and flourishing in this society, the Lord's going to have to make you understand that the way that you're going is wrong. And I will make a wall that she shall not find their paths, right? This is the last one. It says, and she shall follow after her lovers, but she shall not overtake them. And she shall seek them, but shall not find them. Then shall she say, meaning when all of this stuff hit the fan and you understand that the carnal things that you were seeking wasn't the truth, it isn't going to sustain you. Because like the Lord said, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High. So you can only eat carnally for so long before that void of being empty hits you. It says, then shall she say, I will go and return to my first husband, for then was it better with me than now. Right? And that's exactly what's going to happen. Right? All of these false gods, deities, and things that Israel was going into now, they're going to finally find out that it was all vanity.
Come. And this is so right here's one of the first things you want to pull up, man. So you had two fetuses found, and this is in Baltimore, man. you know, two fetuses found on MTA bus seat on Saturday in Baltimore. So this is unbelievable, man. Two fetuses. Not that you found, a kilo of cocaine. That would be understandable. Not that you found, somebody that fell asleep and they was naked and drunk. That might be understandable. Okay, it's not that somebody found, the lottery ticket and things like, there are strange things that you see in your travels, man. Chiefly on, the bus, man. You should take these buses all the time, man. Now they found two, I believe they were twins, fetuses on the bus, right? Two twin fetuses found on an MTA bus on the seat, right? So this is the wickedness going on in the earth right now, right? This is the wickedness going on in the earth, right? Now, I'm going to read a little of this. I'm not going to read the whole thing. It reads, Baltimore police have confirmed that two fetuses, a fetus is an unborn baby, right? It's born, but it's not developed, like it's stillborn. Baltimore police have confirmed that two fetuses were discovered on a Maryland Transit Administration bus on Saturday. The medical examiner's office took possession of each fetus and said they were stillborn. Police said it's too early to share any further details. It's unknown who left the fetuses on the bus. Now you can say, well, that was Moab. You can say that was Ishmael. Until further notice, this is Israel, man. Right? Now it could have been any other nation, but these are things that happen amongst our people, man. These wild, throw your baby in a trash bag, put them in a dumpster. Because you be on these buses, there don't be no nations on these buses, man. Unless you're like a homeless Edomite or something. When you catching the Baltimore City bus, it's 99.9% Jake on there. It's Wicked Eve. It's Negroes that want to fight. And it's all a matter of just lewdness, man. But yet, these people, they probably went to church on Sunday. They probably say they believe in the Most High. And they pushed out two fetuses and probably spit on them and left them, man. So this is the wickedness on the earth, man. Right? Let me get one quick precept on this. Right? Let me get one quick precept on this. And this was a good precept you brought out in Hosea. I will not have mercy on her children, man. Right? This is let me get one quick precept. This Isaiah chapter 57 and verse 3. But draw, and you don't even hear that amongst the nations, man. They might murder somebody here and there, there might be robbery, but two fetuses on the bus seat, it has Jake and Eve written all over it, man, until further notice. But draw near hither, ye sons of the sorceress, the seed of the adulterer and the whore. And Baltimore City, we see it all the time, man. We see it at the harbor all the time. Absolute whorish behavior out there. Hey, it was a Salaki, King, you got it real quick. Let me fix this. Salaki.
Khan. And I was thinking of when you were bringing out that article, right, on that Tupac song, man, Brenda has a baby, or Brenda had a baby. Right? The lyrics of that song it's just off and wicked. It just goes to show you how our women, deal with certain things, and all of the curses are how serious the curses are, man. A lot of people don't really understand how serious the curses are. The curses are deep, man. The curses don't just go away when you come into the truth, right? If anything, it maximizes your eyes even more to see how poor and destroyed our people actually are. With Deuteronomy chapter 28, right? With all of these different curses that befall our people, right? All of the infirmities we deal with, the mental trauma, right? The destruction, right? That these nations do to us and that we do to our own people, right? This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 2, right? In verse number 30. In vain have I smitten your children. They receive no correction. Your own sword have devoured your prophets like a destroying lion. O generation, see ye the word of the Lord. Have I been a wilderness unto Israel, a land of darkness? Wherefore say my people, we are lords. We will come no more unto thee. So the Lord is saying, what's the deal, man? Why are you departing from me? Right? Have I been a wilderness towards you? Have I not watered you, clothed you, given you knowledge and wisdom? Have I not been a righteous God? Like the Lord said in the book of Jeremiah, right, the 2nd chapter, what iniquity have you found in me? Where your forefathers have departed from me, paraphrasing. So the Most High is asking a question. It says, and a land of darkness, meaning the Lord isn't a land of darkness. He's always been a light, but you don't want to follow the light. Because like the Lord said in John, the 3rd chapter, this is the condemnation, right? That light is coming to the world, right? But men love darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil. It says, can a maid forget her ornaments or a bride her attire? Yet my people have forgotten me days without number. So the Lord said, look, my people have forgotten me days without number. If you remember the Most High, you remember the miracles that the Lord has done, the wars that the Lord has won for us. and all of the situations that he brought our forefathers out. But when you forget the Lord, you start to move carnally. You forget the God you serve. But you got it, King.
I mean, that's right, man. And that's why it's important to come back to the Most High, right? This is I wanted to get real quick Isaiah chapter 57 and 3. But draw near hither, ye sons of the sorcerers. So a sorceress is a witch. And you got brothers, these young men out there, they are sons of sorcerers, man. You know, these women be out here, manipulating men, tricking, for money, using sorcery, weed smoke, abortions, wickedness, all types of madness. And these young brothers be out here, man. They be 13, 14 years old, man. Right? The seed, this is our people now, the seed of the adulterer and the whore. So when you understand about the law, a lot of things that befall our children, whether you have stillborn babies or abortions, a lot of that is because a lot of what's done by the parents was been done in adultery. There are plenty of precepts that go into, and I may get one that go into how the seed of adulterers won't flourish. And a lot of that is the result of the curses, man. Like Ryan, you was going into. Let me get this quick precept real quick. Right? This is I want to get Wisdom of Solomon, right? The 4th chapter. Right? This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4 and verse 1. Better it is to have no children and have virtue, for the memorial thereof is immortal, because it is known with the Most High and with men. It's better to be a woman, you're a virgin in the ancient world, right? Even in today's society, you haven't laid down with any man, even though this society pushes that whorish spirit. They push you to have sex with all these men. They push you to show your body. They push you to be promiscuous. They push you to be masculine. They push you to be a whore. They push you into all these spirits, right? You got damn 5 baby, what they call baby daddies, man. They all stay on the same block, You're in a relationship with one of them. You're getting popped by another one. This one paying your bills. A better it is to have no children, man, and have virtue, meaning righteousness, for the memorial thereof is immortal, because it is known with the Most High and men. When it is present, men take example at it, and when it is gone, they desire it. It weareth the crown and triumpheth forever, having gotten the victory, striving for undefiled rewards. Verse 3, here's the point. But the multiplying broad of the ungodly shall not thrive, right? Meaning children that come out of adultery, fornication. That's why half of these children don't even get to see the light, huh? Because it's a curse on them. Yeah, we know Esau, his eugenics, and the Margaret Sanger, the Planned Parenthood, and all of that. But this is the result of our transgressions, man. Right? It reads, but the multiplying broad of the ungodly shall not thrive, nor take deep rooting from bastard slips, nor lay any fast foundation. Right? Bastard slips is fornication. Right? It reads, for though they flourish in branches for a time, yet standing not fast, they shall be shaken with the wind, and through the force of winds, they should be rooted out. And this is really going into children, right? Because it's called a family tree, right? You have the root, then you have the branches, and you have the stems that come out of that, and the fruit comes out of that, right? So you may have these children that may stand sure for a time, then they get shot by the age of 13. Or they end up on 9 months or 6, 7 months in the womb, and then you're damn born on a bus and dead. Or you're damn a 13-year-old girl and you get kidnapped and you're gone. You was there up to the 7th grade, and now you're gone. Now everybody's saying, where is Deja? Where's a damn a Keisha, man? So the Most High is judging Israel, man. Verse 5. I'm gonna read 2 more. The unperfect branches shall be broken off, their fruit unprofitable, not ripe to eat, yea, meat for nothing. For children, so this is what it's going into. For children begotten of unlawful beds are witnesses of wickedness against their parents in their trial. So you're going to have more of this stuff go on, huh? Children begotten of unlawful beds. Woman getting popped, Eve in a hotel, in a bathroom stall in a club, in the back seat of somebody's damn Hellcat, man. You know, in your mother's bed, man. You know, somewhere in the basement on the floor, in the closet somewhere. So you're looking at all these children that are monsters out here. All these children that, they don't get to see the age of damn 15. They're on t-shirts. You know, there's somewhere an urn with their ashes because nobody could afford the funeral and do the burial. There are witnesses of what? Against witnesses of wickedness against their parents in their trial. And that's where you have this, man. 2 fetuses were found on an MTA bus Sunday. Now, would this happen if this was a marriage that was done in righteousness? If this was done lawfully and in order? Right? No, the Lord blesseth the womb of the mother, man. He maketh the barren woman to keep house, paraphrasing the Psalms. But when you have wickedness and adultery and fornication and lust and sex and madness, don't be surprised when things like this happen, man. You got it, King.
Khan, that's right. I'm gonna get Wisdom of Solomon, right? Chapter 3 and verse number 10. Right, I'm gonna start at number 9. Right, it says, "They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he have care for his elect. But the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations." So whatever your imagination is, the Lord said he's going to judge you according to that. Like the brother going into the people's imaginations is to go to clubs, right? You get shot at clubs. It's to go to bars. People excessively overdrink. Now they got alcohol poisoning, man. Now they rush to the hospital, right? People want to be in gangs. Now you get jumped in, right? Now the next thing you know, you got stabbed to death. You're going to get judged according to your own vain, wicked imaginations, which have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Lord. So you neglect righteous things like keeping the law, right? Obeying the law, statutes, and commandments. Nobody is keeping the Shabbat, right? The Shabbat has been turned into the most wickedest day on the earth, man. Right? That's when you get paid. That's when women out here getting popped. That's when men out here robbing people. Right? That's the most wickedest day on the left-hand side if you're not keeping it righteous. You have turned the Most High's day into evil. And you think the Most High likes that? The Most High is watching. On the most scarce day, a hallowed day that the Most High has created, that's where the most crime and evil kicks off. It says, "Who have despised wisdom." And we will tell brothers, man, hey, brother, you got a minute to hear the words of the Most High? And they'll listen for a second. They'll smoke, they'll drink, right? They'll look, they'll wave their drink around. They'll, think about it for a second, but they'll despise the words of the Most High. Why? Because they don't want to change. They want to stay in that image that they're in of the beast. It says, "And nourish and nurture, he is miserable, and their hope is vain. Their labors unfruitful, and their works unprofitable." So whatever man despises wisdom, it's going to trickle down not only to him, but it's going to trickle down to his wife and his children. That's why a lot of people, wives, they're crazy, right? They're all out rape, they're evil, right? Like that movie, that Tyler Perry movie with when she was getting on Marcus in the movie, man, yelling his name, right? And all hell breaking loose. She blowing shots, coming home early, right? Because the whole house is out of order because they're not keeping the laws and the commandments. It says their wives are foolish, right? Meaning they're promiscuous, they're rebellious, they're evil, they have a double life, and their children wicked. Why are their children wicked? Because there's no structure in the house, man. Hey, our fathers used to beat us, man.
Right.
I'm not talking about a quick little pop or a timeout. Now you turn a chair against the wall and they sit in a corner, man. Right? I mean, that's not a valuable lesson that a child needs to learn, man. Right? Hey, the Lord said, I'm not going to be long-winded, but when you read the book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 16, and various other precepts, 22 and verse 6, the Lord said, train up a child in the way he should go. Right? Training up, when you train something, right, there's strictness. When you go to work and they train you, they don't just let you do what you want to do. And then when you get it wrong, they kind of give you a slap on the wrist. Now, when you train, you have to show up at a specific time, right? You have to do it according to their curriculum. If you go outside of what their manual book says, right, they'll look at you a certain type of way. They'll give you a strike. They'll fire you. Right? It's serious in the workplace as they train you. How much more you got to get trained up in righteousness in these laws and these commandments? Hey, Timothy was trained up as a child, right, by his mother and his grandmother, and that witnessed to how he moved and how he acted in the spirit. It says their offspring is cursed. So everybody that comes out of this man in his loins that doesn't obey the Most High is going to trickle down with that spirit. You have righteousness in the house, like David and Solomon teaching them, and then you have wickedness. It says, whereof blessed is the barren womb that is undefiled, which have not known the sinful bed, right? Idolatry, like adultery, right? And all type of fornication. She shall have fruit in the visitation of souls. You got it.
And I want to actually get the curse real quick, because again, this is what we're dealing with, man. And this won't be the last time 2 fetuses are found on a bus. And the Lord said, iniquity, because the love of many shall wax cold, paraphrasing, and iniquity shall abound, right? In Matthew the 24th chapter, right? 12 on down. So you're going to have iniquity abound. You're going to have them twin fetuses found on the bus. You're going to see more and more lewdness, man. And the Lord said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel, paraphrasing. Because there are things that the deeper you go, the more, these things are going to come out, man. I want to get this in Deuteronomy real quick, chapter 28 and verse 19. And it was a beautiful thing for women in the ancient world to have children, man. Didn't Rachel tell Jacob, she said, give me children or else I die. Hannah was sitting there begging the Most High for children. Sarah, our foremother, she said, I'm old. How can I have children? And my Lord being old also. Sarah in the book of Tobit, man. She wanted a husband. She was going to strangle herself because she couldn't have a husband and bear children. But now you just have your children and you just damn push them out. She probably pulled them out with her hand. Probably said, she probably had a blunt in her mouth. Probably put the blunt out on the damn fetus head, put the fetus on the chair, covered him up with a damn Birkin bag, Michael Kors jacket, got up and got off the bus and went to go walk down the harbor. She probably ran across us, King. Probably came down and was scoffing against the men of the Lord. And the Lord said in Deuteronomy 28 and verse 18, curse shall be the fruit of thy body, right? These are your children, man. That's why you have over 73 million so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American children that have been aborted, man. Right? Over 73 million since what, 1970, if I'm not mistaken. That's why you have situations like this. Babies get hit with stray bullets, and curse shall be the fruit of thy body. Babies coming up missing, getting kidnapped. Esau, he get to adopt your children and molest them, pop them. These celebrities could take your children and turn them to a woman or turn a girl to a boy and sell them to the elites and do all types of child sacrifice and blood drinking and madness. Curse shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land, right? Which are your crops, your vegetation, the increase of thy kind and the flocks of thy sheep. That's your livestock. Verse 19, curse shall thou be when thou comest in, and curse shalt thou be when thou goest out. And you're born into a curse. You might be born in a ghetto. You might be born, your father not around. You're born, your mother on crack, right? You're born, your big brother, he in jail. You get molested. Your auntie's really your mother, right? Hey, then you're cursed when you come in. And it don't get no better. Because then when you 80, you cursed, man. Right? You might be in a damn retirement home. You got a damn tube down your throat. Nobody visits you. Nobody knows you. All your family deserted you. And you just die as somebody pulls the plug, man. As your organs rot to death, So this is a miserable life, man. That's why we through the Spirit, humbly speaking, we try to go as hard as we can when it comes to pushing this word and sealing the elect, so we don't have to suffer our eyes to see such abominable things amongst our people, man. Right? And people had to have seen it. Those buses are packed, man. I believe this was a Saturday, so those buses, people are on those buses, man. It's not a small matter. You could probably smell it. You probably heard it. But everybody kind of mind their business, kind of, okay, I ain't gonna say nothing. I know Jake saw it and heard it or smelt it, but everybody like to mind their business. And that's the problem with our people half the time. Now, to a certain extent, the Lord said, strive not in a matter that concerneth thee not. But hey, guess what, man? Certain matters do concern you. You know, matters of justice, matters of crime to a certain extent amongst your people. Hey, sometimes hey, you gotta do things, man. You know. So you had something else in this, King?
Kanye, I got one more thing through the spirit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get Sirach chapter 41, and I'm gonna start at verse number 5. All right, Sirach chapter 41 and verse 5. All right, this only happens to our people. You don't see this happening to Moab, right? These other nations. Right, this is the book, right? The Sirach chapter 41 and verse 5. The children of sinners are abominable children, and they that are conversant in the dwelling of the ungodly. Right, so the children of sinners, they're going to be ungodly children. What does your mother teach you? She's smoking a cigarette. So by the time you're 11 years old or 5 years old, you already got that smoke in you because it's all smoke in the house. Now you addicted. Now you just searching, right, for that fix. And you know, a lot of these kids, man, we see them up and down the harbor. They be 12 years old smoking weed, man. 11 years old smoking weed, right? Ski mask is on. God knows what they have in their little dip in their bag. They rolling 12 to 15, 20 deep. Right? These children are just destroyed, man. They don't want to hear the words of the Most High. Right? They're out in the streets popping willies and driving dirt bikes. Right? They have completely neglected any and everything that's going to bring them hope and light. And you have to blame also the parents, man, because the parents aren't in the house. The parents don't care. The parents are somewhere in the streets, man, either on drugs or locked up. The children of sinners are abominable children, and they that are conversant in the dwelling of the ungodly. The inheritance of sinners' children shall perish, and their prosperity shall have a perpetual reproach. So the inheritance of sinners' children, you have the inheritance of the blessed. Man, you may leave your son, you know, your old car, whatever the case may be. You may leave him a little bit of, I don't know, your artifacts. You may leave him some notes, your Bible. You may leave him a lot of things that is going to help him, a house, right? You may leave him some money, but that's an inheritance you can leave to your children. But what is a sinner going to leave to his children? What is he going to give them? What carnal foolishness and knowledge besides bills and a hard time is he going to pass down? It says the children will complain of an ungodly father because they shall be a reproach for his sake. Woe be unto you, ungodly men, which have forsaken the law of the Most High God. For if you increase, it should be to your destruction. And since we can't get a blessing from the Most High on the right-hand side, all of our people are seeking it on the left-hand side. Nobody wants to do hard work. With hard work and labor, you build and you get an increase. But why build and get an increase and sweat and do it the right way when these streets on the left-hand side make it so easy for you to do evil? So easy to get $1,000 in your pocket. So easy to get a car in a matter of 25 seconds to 2 minutes to jack a car, right? So when you decrease from the Lord, you understand, you increase in wickedness. But if you increase, it shall be to your destruction. And if you be born, you should be born to a curse. And if you die, a curse shall be your portion. So no matter in all your riches and your increase of this world and all of the things that you built up to have, it's going to all be a curse because that's going to be your portion. It says all that are of the earth shall turn into earth again. So the ungodly shall go from a curse to destruction. Meaning you are born into a curse, but you could be born into a curse and turn to righteousness. You understand? Or you could be born to a curse and go straight to destruction.
Yeah, the Most High is a terrible God, man. Right? And speaking of children, now look at this. Now, this is he don't want his baby mother's brother watching his son because he don't want him to confuse his son. Now look at this madness. Look at this boy right. This he obviously he's a sodomite. I don't have to even play the video so you can look. A man shall be known by his look. You got brother. Well, how do you know that? Well, he's just a young boy. Well, what does the scripture say, real quick, man? And we're gonna play the video. This is Sirach chapter. So our people are sick, man. Right? This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 19 and 29. A man shall be known by his look. So we don't have to do an interview. If a guy come up and he's switching, he got a purse on, a damn lingerie on. Brother, are you a sodomite, brother? What are you? What? We don't have to sit there and be confounded by that, man. And write everything on paper. Okay, okay. Let's ask his brother this question. My brother, do you like men? Okay, check. No, man, we're not Edomites. Yeah, you can look at somebody and discern because their outward appearance is a true manifestation of what their inward spirit is about, right? A man shall be known by his look, and one that hath understanding by his countenance when thou meetest him. A man's attire and excessive laughter and gait show what he is, right? So when you, meaning your walk, what you say, how you dress, it speaks a lot about you, man. Now look at this madness. Hold on, I gotta get the audio plan on this one because this is sad, man. Right? Our people are absolutely destroyed. Right? Now check this out.
Bro. Keep this man. Give me my child, man. Why you got him watching our child, man? What's wrong with him watching? I don't want him watching my child. Look at him. Ain't nothing wrong with him. You don't confuse my child, man. Give my child, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with him. Give my child, man. Ain't nothing wrong with him. What you mean it ain't nothing wrong with him? Nothing wrong. And then you pay him $5. I know. I told you I don't want your
his lap.
Much. You said what?
Is he on his lap?
I think he's on his lap, huh? Now, let me find out my son. It would never happen, most high willing, right? But hey, man, you know, your son is sitting on a lap or next to and this is sad because this guy, this kid, he don't know what's going on. I mean, he kind of know, but he don't know what's going on. And he probably got touched, man, or God forbid, or popped, God forbid, and he might be watching these people on TV, man. A lot of this stuff on TV got these spirits on it, subliminal messages and sorcery, and he don't have anything to counter that, any type of righteousness to counter that. So he's just soaking it all in. And he got this man, he got a right to be mad, man. He got a right to be mad that he don't want to sodomite his baby mother. This whole thing is confusion. His baby mother's son, his baby mother's son watching his son. Let me finish this.
Child.
And then she's talking back like it's not a big deal. Let me get this one quick precept, Salaki. She's well, why you don't want him watching them, right? What's the big deal? You sure? This is Salaki, Job, right? Salaki, I want chapter 39 and verse 13. Gavest thou the goodly wings unto the peacocks, or wings and feathers unto the ostrich? Right, meaning Job, you didn't create these beasts how I created them on the 5th day, right? These birds, right? Verse 14, he's about to break down the spirit of these animals, because every animal has a spirit. Dogs have a loyal spirit, right? Cats have like an omnious spirit. Lions have a bold, kingly, royal, regal spirit. Every beast has a spirit created, man, right? Pandas have like a goofy, folly spirit. Orangutans have like an intelligence, hands-on spirit. Ostriches, they have their own spirit too, right? And Eve has the spirit of an ostrich. We're about to read that. It reads, gavest thou the goodly wings unto the peacocks, or wings and feathers unto the ostrich, which leaveth her eggs in the earth and warmeth them in the dust. Like these so-called black women, they'll leave their child in the car and they'll go to the club, right? Oh, they'll be all right. Or they leave them in the house and they'll be on a cruise for 2 weeks. This happens all the time. And they come back and the babies are dead, defecation all over the place. They dehydrated and died in the car. Ostriches literally labored, put their eggs in the dust, and forgot they was there. Right? Verse 15. And forgetteth that the foot may crush them, or that the wild beast may break them, because they don't have a motherly spirit. They put their children in environments and situations that can lead to their destruction. Then they themselves kill their own children by their own wicked acts. So she's destroying her son. She's the one that has him in that situation with the lipstick on. Look, man. Hey, look, man. Let me come in the house. I'm not gonna go on a rant, but let me come in the house and I'm what, 13, whatever. He's 12 years old, and I got lipstick on and damn makeup on. I probably want to take 2 steps in the house before I get punched in my damn mouth, man. You know, I might not even. As soon as I walk in, the house is on, man. And I got a lot of siblings too, man, and they'll get on. But now you can have a damn 11-year-old and just walk around with lipstick on and hope that his son, God knows what he's doing to his son. Let me finish this. It reads in verse Slakia, and forgetteth that the foot may crush them, or that the wild beast may break them. So you got predators coming against your children too. A wild beast is a predator, and he's looking to destroy your children that you neglect. That's why CPS be coming all the time, knocking on the door, because you put your children in environments half the time that they don't need to be in, man. They get kidnapped. You leave them with the creepy uncle. The uncle take them downstairs. You seen Antoine Fisher, man, with his I think that was his auntie, man, so-called aunt. Took it downstairs and started touching him. You can stay over his house. The uncle get over there. Yeah, he can stay here. Yeah. He all right. He in good hands. So you got predators too that could break your children, man. Break their mind, their spirit, their manhood. Verse 16. One more. Two more. She is hardened against her young ones as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear. Because the Most High hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding. And the Most High could have gave her wisdom, but he decided not to give the ostrich wisdom. The Lord does what he wants to do, man. The ostrich look at the brain of an ostrich, man. So the Most High compares Eve to an ostrich, man. Right, let me get one more real quick in Lamentations. Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 3. Even the sea monsters draw out the breast. They give suck to their young ones. The daughter of my people is become cruel like the ostriches in the wilderness. So even sea monsters, they nurse their children. Eve don't want to nurse their children. I don't want my breast to sag. I don't want my body to be out of shape. I want to keep my figure so I can freak off and twerk in the club. I'm tired. Why do you want to nurse all the time? Get off of me. Take this Similac. Take this powder. Can you watch him? Can you? So our women, these are the curses, man. Right? But you got it, King.
Khan, that's right. But I'm about to get on Isaiah chapter 49 and verse number 14. It says, but Zion saith, the Lord hath forsaken me, and my Lord hath forgotten. Can a woman forget her suckling child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Right? And with so great labor, women, they're the body that the Most High uses to make children through the Spirit. Now, you would think through morning sicknesses, right, by being, I can only imagine how much hell women actually catch, as they're pregnant, their mind, double thoughts, 2 spirits within them, themselves and the child, right? All of the things they got to go to, they eating a lot, they sleepy, they can't work and pick up things, right? Their body's changing, they're gaining more weight. All of that would have had you to realize how the Most High is using you. You would pray more, seemingly, you would be more on fire. Your child's about to come into this world. Some people just don't care. They're just ready to get what they say, snatch, man, get back to themselves, right? So they can go out in summertime and be a whore. It says, but Zion saith, the Lord hath forsaken me, and my Lord hath forsaken me. Can a woman forget her suckling child, which she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Yea. And that should be a no, but it is a yea. Because you got women that'll throw their babies in a dumpster, right? I mean, you got that movie, right? It's a comedy, but nevertheless, you got the movie Little Man, man, right? Just stuck the baby on the porch and stuff, right? And they do stuff like that. They just leave their kids anywhere. They don't care. If you really care about your children, you'll care about who's around them. You'll care about who's raising them, who has an influence on them. Because babies, they soak up things like a sponge, man. Right? Your baby, maybe at your brother's house, he come back home, now he cussing. He come back home asking you questions, right? About stuff he shouldn't know nothing about, man. Right? Wearing his hair a certain type of way, or he's trying to get a different type of hairstyle. Right? These kids, they like to emulate what they see because they don't know their left hand from their right hand. It says, yea, they may forget, yet will I not forget thee. Behold, I have graven thee upon the palms of my hands. It says, thy walls are continually before me. Thy children shall make haste, thy destroyers, and they that make thee waste shall go forth of thee. So the Lord said, yeah, a woman may do that. A woman may be careless. A woman may not care. All of those times and those months, right, that she has been a host to have that baby, you understand, they may be getting rid of that, but the Most High isn't. So that just shows you how cruel, right, Eve could be to her own children.
Come. And I'm gonna go back to this. I thought I was showing the scriptures, but that's okay. This was showing the whole time. But I'm gonna play this again.
Oh, bro, I told you.
Well, actually, this is it. Continue. I didn't start it over. So if you just coming in, hey, this brother, he's hot, man, because he got his son, and like you were saying, right, he don't know what's going on. He has no idea. And then this guy, let's finish this.
I told you that I don't want your brother watching my child. Man, give me my son, man. Give me my son, bro. Give me my son, man.
Yeah. He looked guilty. Man, give me like he got caught.
Yeah, he looked guilty
like this.
Yeah, why he got his head down, man?
Right. Like something happened.
And that's why you fathers need to be in your family's lives, man. That's why fatherhood is also part of this truth. You are breaking down all of the in-depth parables of Revelation, and you don't know where your son is, right? You can't find him. You're too busy. They don't know how to pray. They don't know the name of the Most High. They don't know the name of Yahweh. You're just out there on the highways and byways all day. You come home and you're an infidel. And the Lord speaks about infidels, man. Right? Let me get that real quick in 1 Timothy. Right? Actually, 1 Peter. No, actually, I want 1 Timothy 5. So I forget. Right? This is 1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 8. But if any provide not for his own, especially for those of his own house, he hath denied the faith and is worse than an infidel. An infidel is an unbeliever, man. And meaning not, and fidel meaning faith. So he doesn't have any faith. He's worse than the Edomite. And that's physically too. That's not just spiritually why I read to them. Well, brother, they don't have, brother, your son been having the same clothes on for 3 Passovers, man. Same diaper. Same shoes. They feet them don't even fit in the shoes anymore. But you know all of the breakdowns. And your woman always look beat up, man, and distraught. Hair not done, clothes all jammed up and wrinkled and stinking and smell like mildew. Can barely, the lights always flickering on and off. You can't fix nothing in the house. The damn toilet clogged up. You don't know how to fix that. The damn light flickering. You can't change a light bulb. You're not putting nothing together. You're working part-time because you got to be on the highways and byways all the time because you're some great prophet. So you only work, 25 hours a week, 20 hours a week. Bills are piling up, but you know all of the breakdowns. The Most High is going to destroy you too, man, with all of your breakdowns. Because you denied the faith. Denying the faith, it's not just, okay, I denounce Yahweh Shem Shah on Jacob's trouble. When you're looking at the guillotine, you deny the faith every day, man. You deny the faith when you aren't a priest and a father for your house. So that's why it's important for these fathers, to be in their houses and enforce, like he was going to enforce righteousness, man, and set that spirit up of integrity in the house because ain't nobody else going to do it. That's why Israelites that when a brother get married in this truth, it's important. When a brother's courting a sister, it's important. When a sister is being courted by a husband or her potential husband, these values are important. These morals are important. This is the foundation of a nation that begins with righteous and with integrity between a man and a wife, man, and his children. This is his baby mother. Where is baby mother at in the scriptures? You know? And Jake be having baby mothers because Jake don't even know you can have another wife if you can deal with another woman if that woman's not promised to or married to another man. So they sneak around and get it. Everything's confusion and backwards here too, man. There's a whole lot of factors that go into this. So let me play this.
My son. Give my son.
See,
oh, I told you that from the get-go. I don't want him watching I don't even want him around my child, bro.
Let me play it one more time.
You have him watching my child, man.
Yeah, he's sitting on his lap. You know?
Where did you even come from?
Where did you come from?
What you mean? I just came from the jail. Where is you going, man? Give my child, bro.
Keep this money.
Give me my child, man. Why you got him watching our child, man?
What's wrong with him watching?
I don't want him watching my child. Look at him.
Ain't nothing wrong.
Yeah, look. This is madness.
You don't confuse my child, man. Give my child, bro.
Ain't nothing wrong with him.
Give my child, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with him.
And that's why the so-called black woman, that woman, she's going to be destroyed too. Because you heard what she said. She said there's nothing wrong with him. Because you let him wear your auntie high heels and said, look how cute he looks. Oh, that's funny. You let him put makeup on. You probably let him choose his sex and his gender. This Negro's a whole defensive tackle. He's a defensive tackle, man. You know, he's a right guard. He could throw a shot put. He could damn chop a tree. He could pull. You know, you got this guy sitting around watching Coco Melon with damn dark red lipstick on and eyeliner. Talking about there's nothing wrong with him. It's an abomination, man. Let me catch my son look, man, you know?
What you mean it ain't nothing wrong with him?
Nothing wrong
and then
with
you
him.
pay him $5.
Then he paid him $5
to molest his damn son.
Paid him $5. And that's big money too. Well, it was when I was growing up. You know, as a kid, man, you have $5. You 11 years old. Hey, look, man. You know, you in that snack line. You might go after school. You might stop at the store, corner store, might get something, man. You have the chips. You can get 4 bags of chips for $1. 2 honey buns. You know what I'm saying? 50 cents a piece, man, for $1. And you can do your thing. So he's getting off on these $5, man. I'm not sure what that. You said what?
So using it for that damn eyeliner too.
Yeah. And he probably got an Amazon. What's that makeup? That makeup stuff. That site, man. You know, Sephora. I think that's what they call it, man. He probably got the whole thing with the different shades on it. So this is a damn. And where's his father at? So these are these curses, man. And we can't really get mad at him. We mad at him because he's off and he's on the screen right now. But we mad at his father. We mad at his father's father. You know, we mad at the mother. So this guy who's coming in with his son, hey, he's the only one that's thinking straight, man. Because you know his father ain't around, but if his father is around, his father might be a sodomite. So this you have something?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull this quick piece up. It's Sirach chapter 4 and verse number. Let me see. Sirach chapter 4 and verse. I'm gonna start at so I can bear with me 10. It says, "Be as a father unto the fatherless, and instead of an husband unto their mother, so shalt thou be as the son of the Most High, and he shall love thee more than thy mother doeth." Right. So the Lord said, "Be as a father unto the fatherless." Right. So I mean, really, somebody need to direct this kid, man. We need to take these children up on our wings, man, and make sure that they know right from wrong. Because a lot of people, they just don't care, man. right? They may look at him and cast him to the side and give him to his grandmother's house to raise. He has no male figure in his life. When you have all this effeminate spirit around you, you're going to pick it up, man, right? Ain't nobody going to chastise you, beat you like you need to be beaten, talk to you like you need to be talking to. That's why a woman can't really raise a man like a man can raise a man, man. What can a woman do but cuddle, coddle, and then withhold that man his true essence and what he needs to be taught, man? A man is going to show you things that a woman can't show you, man, right? Because she hasn't experienced the things that men have experienced to be able to show these children what it is to fall, be hurt, God forbid, locked up. I mean, everybody had a past, what it is to go through. Like the Lord said, experience teach of wisdom. So as we experience all these things, we got to pass that down to the youth and show these people. That's why all you single mothers, y'all spend a top dollar to take your children to these basketball clubs and practices and have your damn coach raise them, or have your football coach raise them, and all of these male figures like deacons in churches. And they're doing it on the left-hand side because they want a male figure around so much. They're spending $400, $500, $600 a summer, right, for a man to instruct them and help them and give them the guidance, right, and all of this different structure. But it's in worldly sense. It's not according to the Most High. It's not according to men to raise them up, right, to have fringes on and a mind for the Lord and to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, right? I'm going to get this in Tobit. This Tobit chapter 3 and verse number 15. It says, in that I never, I'm going to start at 14. It says, thou knowest, Yahweh, that I am pure from all sin with man. Right? So she was on fire. Not too many women can say they're pure from all sin from man. And we know what that means. Laying down, touching, kissing, or anything provocative that our women do with these random men out here. She says she's pure from all of that. Right? And a lot of people, they may so-called be virgins, but they've done a lot of things. I'll put it like that. And she's pure in all type of virtues when it's dealing with this point. It says, and that I never polluted my name, nor the name of my father. And a lot of women, they pollute their name, huh? Because when you say Keisha or you say Rhonda, whatever the case may be, everybody knows who that is, man. Who she been with, where she been at, right? Hey, man, your name hold weight, man. Right? You could be a drug dealer in the street, your name hold weight. You could be, right, your damn dad's on his way home, right? And everybody start cleaning up the house, right? Your name and who you are and the spirit you're going to be in is going to witness against you, man. She look, I didn't pollute my name, right? Nor my father's house. Because she could be a laughing stock in Israel. It says, neither have he any child but me, his heir, neither any kinsman, nor any son of his alive, to whom I may keep myself for a wife. Right? So she was virtuous and her mind was on the law of the Most High. Right? So she wasn't out here just promiscuous and evil and dealing with all of these men. Right? So now it's really resting a whore-like spirit on Israel, man, of idolatry, fornication spiritually, and fornication physically, man. But our people got to come out of that. But you got it, Ken.
Yeah, I wanted to get so I want to get this in Tobit real quick, the 6th chapter. One quick precept. This is Tobit chapter 6, and I believe that's 15. Tobit chapter 6 and 15. Then the angel said unto him, doest thou not remember the precepts which thy father gave thee, that thou shouldest marry a wife of thine own kindred? Wherefore hear me, O my brother, for she shall be given thee to wife, and make thou no reckoning of the evil spirit, for this same night, Salakia, shall she be given thee in marriage. So the point is, the angel reminded Tobias, it says, doest thou not remember the precepts which thy father gave thee? When you read this 4th chapter in Tobit, I mean, it's just outright virtue and righteousness and judgment. And it covers a lot of different walks of life, man, and aspects of a man's life that Tobit, it's like it gave Tobias, man. You don't really hear nothing like that. There's accounts in the scriptures, but not in that great detail that shows the relationship between a father and his son, like Tobit and Tobias. You know, you got Jacob and his sons, and you know, other accounts with men and their sons, David and his sons, but that great counsel that Tobit gave Tobias in the 4th chapter, and those precepts, which are commandments, that's what fathers gave their children, man. You know, they gave them charges before they gave up the ghost. They gave them land, right? A father, the Lord said, let me get one more quick precept on that. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 30. And all you brothers that are fathers, man, you have to be an example, man. Right? You have to be an example to your sons and to other men that are going to have children, you know, in this ministry, man. Right? This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 30 and verse 3. He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him. You see that? So when you teach your son, you grieve the enemy. Who is the enemy? These other nations. They want to see your son not be taught. Right? It says he, not she. It says he that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy. Doesn't mean a mother can't teach her son certain things, right? But the father, he's the one to come into the picture and give the counsel and the wisdom on what this son should be doing. And the enemy is grieved because not only is the father righteous, the son is righteous. Then his son is righteous. Then his son is righteous. And you can't, it's like clones. You can't get rid of them, huh? Right? You try to kill the father, his son is right there. That's the next verse. Though his father died, yet he as though he were not dead. Yeah, look at Mattathias. When Mattathias dead, was there anything lost? No, Judas stepped into play. Simon was there. Jonathan was there. You know, when David was gone, Solomon was there. Right? So you had when Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, you can start from damn Adam on down, man. With the sons of God. Though his father died, yet he as though he were not dead, for he hath left one behind that is like himself. Right? You got it, King.
Khan, that's right. It's the book of 2 Timothy, right, chapter 1, and I'm going to start at verse number 5. It says, when I call to remembrance the unframed faith that is in thee, which dwelt first in thy grandmother Lois. Right? So the mothers and the grandmothers in the ancient world, they were virtuous, man. They were mighty examples. Look at Martha, look at Mary, right? Look at all of these foremothers, right, that were righteous in the spirit. Right? You had Lois, right, through the spirit, and Eunice, right? These were perfect examples, right, of mothers teaching the children, right, in the household in order. It says, first in thy grandmother Lois and thy mother Eunice, and I am persuaded that in thee also. Right. So Paul is saying, look, I know you're going to be in fire, you're going to be in fire also. Right. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3, and I'm gonna start at 15. I'm gonna start at 14. It says, but continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them, and that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures. Right? How much is that going to direct and help a child from the time they've been born? You know, I wasn't blessed to know the truth when I was a child, man. I had to come into this in my adulthood, man. Right? Not too many people have been born into the truth. You have the generation now, right, through the mercy of the Most High, brothers are having children that the Most High is bringing and issuing into that new generation, right, that are going to be born into the truth, born to be showed, right from wrong, right, born to be prayed over, be anointed, right, the prayers in the house, right, all of that before they can even talk, the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is in their house, right. That's not in every one of our houses. It's smoke in our houses, man, right, in the world as a nation, drug dealing in our houses, right, in the door swinging back and door in and out in our houses. There's no righteousness in our houses. It says, and from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation through faith, which is in Hamashiach or Malak Yahushua. Right? So that's beautiful to be able to be a child and be molded all the way up in the truth, because children don't know, anything. Well, let me get this quick precept in Deuteronomy. Right? Children don't know anything. They need to be directed. Right? This is Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse number 39. Moreover, your little ones, which ye said should be a prey, and your children, which that they had no knowledge between good and evil, they shall go in thither, and unto them will I give it, and they shall possess it. So young children don't really know good from evil, their right hand from their left hand. They need to be directed and showed, right? I mean, they're going to lean into evil, right, until they've been showed the right path to go. And if they're not shown in the right path, look at since you've been born, all the days of your life. And look, what did Peter say in the book of Acts, the 10th chapter? I have never eaten anything common or unclean. And that's mighty. How many brothers could say that? Nope, not too many people could say that through the Spirit. But these men were born in the truth. And you can see by the Spirit and their demeanor how strong they care about the law, that it's inbred in them so many years. It's time to come back to that through the Spirit. That's why brothers are very pivotal to be in your children's life and direct them with the law.
That's right. That's right. So we're gonna play this one more time, and then we're gonna move on.
I know. I told you I don't want your brother watching my child, bro. I told you that. I told you that I don't want your brother watching my child.
Oh, that's her brother, right? It's still worse.
What if you watching him?
Man, give me my son, man. Give me my son, bro. Give me my son, man.
Nah, move.
Yeah. Man, give me my son. Give me my.
You say he jealous? Sound like she said he jealous. I hope that's not what I heard. And I'm trying to figure out what the hell is there to be jealous about.
Son.
See.
Oh, I told you that from the get-go. I don't want him watching I don't even want him around my child, bro.
Right. So, these are the things that are going on in the earth. And that brother, he got a right to feel like that, man. That brother got a right to feel like that. Why? Because that's his seed. And he has complete authority. Those are his children. Right? That's Numbers 1:18. Right? A man's pedigree is determined by that of his children. Right? Let me pull this one up. So there's more. Right? Now you can say, this is sad. Why do we have to go? Hey, guess what? These are the curses, man. Right? We got ourselves in this situation. Now we know on the deeper level, predestination, things of that nature. But hey, we got ourselves in this situation due to our people transgressing the law and breaking the commandments, man. Now here's another one. Let's check this out. Now this is in Houston. Police investigating after woman killed, suspect with baby shot himself at North Houston, HPD says, man. If you tired of watching this and going through the oppression, then what are you going to do about it, man? That's why repentance is important. Teaching the men is important. You even have women in Titus, the 2nd chapter, that can teach young women, man. Men teaching their wives, teaching their children, repenting and coming back to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua. So let's bring this up. Hey, when you read Zechariah, the 12th chapter, you're going to have entire families, man. You read about the family of the house of David and their wives apart. The family of the house of Nathan and their wives apart. Every family that remained and their wives apart, they're all going to mourn. So it's not just going to be 144,000 men that know all of the scriptures in the kingdom. And you read Jeremiah, the 30th chapter, the 31st chapter. You read about women with child, women making it, children making it, and 2nd Ezra, the 2nd chapter. So it's important that you set that example. Now check this out.
It's dragging your energy or it's not good for you. Please take my sister as an example and get out.
So this woman, we're going to read about this woman right here. So yeah, this is a problem with Eve right now, man. Eve and this blonde hair. This is leprosy, right? And this is the Lord said in Proverbs, let me get this classic real quick. In Proverbs chapter 3, right? At 31. Right? Proverbs. And this is back to the basics, man. This is this is the foundation. Right? This is the rudiments according to the scriptures, the elementary things. Right? Envy, because you got a lot of new people in this truth. You got to learn this stuff, from the jump. Proverbs 3:31. Envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. So the blonde hair, bleaching your skin, the cream when you whiten yourself up, man. Right? All of that is you envying your oppressor. His thoughts, how he analyzes things, how he perceives matters, how he judges matters, how he deals with his children, how the spouses deal with one another. And these Edomites be murdering each other, man, for life insurance, policies of 250 million, poisoning each other. A long time ago, I was watching the ID channel, man. This was years ago. And it's all about Edomites that kill each other. I killed my TV show called I Killed My Spouse. How did I kill my husband? I almost got away with it, right? Murderous wives. And all of these are Edomites, man. And all they do is murder each other. Now, they don't put that in the forefront. They ain't going to be on Houston local news, man. They kind of keep that stuff on their wraps. But, Jake, you envy your oppressor, even how a relationship should be conducted. When y'all are equal, that's Edomite stuff, man. Well, a woman is supposed to be submissive to her husband, as if he's Yahushua. And where a husband's supposed to deal with his wife the same way Yahushua dealt with the church. So you're not supposed to be beating on her and being a lion in the house. So you envy your oppressor outside of blonde hair, blue contacts. So even your thought process, how you perceive matters and judge matters too. You're looking at it through the lens of Esau. Beauty is looking at through the lens of Esau. Huh? Intelligence, health. You're looking at the so-called white man, waiting for him to break these things down to you when Yahweh, by Shemel Shah, has already given it to you. By the scriptures and by your fathers. Our forefathers wrote these scriptures down. So we're going to play this. It's madness.
Out of it.
Family says the mother of two was with her younger son at the child's father's house in Independence Heights when they got into a fight this morning. Thomas's family says she did not want to be with him, which was a point of contention. During the fight, police say the child's father, who has not been identified, shot Thomas. Before the officers made...
See that? She didn't want to be with him. He didn't want to be with her. They got into a fight. You know, it got physical, right? They got Carter's probably tussling on the floor. She probably threw something at him. He throwing stuff. He go back. He get a gun and he shoot the woman. He shoot his woman and kill her.
Made any real contact with him. Police say the gunman shot himself.
Then he shot himself. This is madness, man. And the baby's right there. The baby's right there. His mother is shot, or her mother's shot. And then the baby watches his father, take a gun and just blow his brains out. And the child just put his head down, man. You know, might go to the foster care system, get grabbed up by an Edomite, God forbid, get touched and molested, man. Grow up and be sheltered and confused. And these are the things we see out here, man. These are the curses upon Jacob for sinning.
To do what you did in front of your kid, to take his mom away, then try to take yourself out with the baby right there. Like, no, you have no heart, no conscience.
He lived and was taken.
Oh, so he lived, right? He lived. I thought he blew his brains out, but he lived. I know he wish he didn't live, man.
Into surgery. Unfortunately, Thomas did not survive.
If you know you're in something that is dragging your energy or is not good for you.
And where is that at in the scriptures, man? That's the problem with our people. Just because he's crying doesn't mean he's right. If you're into something dragging your energy and that's not good for you, there's no scripture on that. What did Moses, Nehemiah, Paul, what did our Lord Yahushua say? Hey, look, speaking to the children of Israel and saying to them, when you feel bad energy and you feel like something ain't right, kind of get away from it. You know? So that's the problem with our people, man. They trust in lying words. They trust in oppression. Play this.
Please take my sister as an example and get out of it.
Family said.
Now, I understand what he's saying, but it's not, you have to go off of the scriptures. He's essentially saying you have to have a level of discernment. Don't be a woman and you could tell that this guy, he ain't right. You can see his spirit, his countenance. He want to beat you. He looking like he want to choke you, and you just act oblivious and you act like a damn a fool, and you just keep yourself in that situation. The Lord said in Sirach, the 9th chapter, keep thee far from the man that hath power to kill. So you have to have that discernment when you're in these situations. I get what he's saying. I understand it. But it's, you know, our people have to know that the information that they provide has to be rooted within the scriptures, man, because the Most High is going to justify it. Everybody's not going to be able to reference scriptures to kind of bridge the gap between what he's saying and what the Most High is saying.
Let me get this quick precept.
And
that's the judgments. So you can't deny the Lord. It's always going to be something that's going on in the earth for Jake to be a sign and a wonder. Whether it be a death in your family, you being locked up, you're going to always question life and why situations are going the way they are because you're not following the Most High. These other nations are moving in that type of spirit because they aren't under the curses, but they're not getting jacked up. The Most High isn't judging them the way he's judging us for it to be a sign and wonder for them to wake up because that's not his people. So it's always going to be some atrocity, murder, some type of rape, something's going on within our houses and our families of hell, man, that we may bethink ourselves. Our brothers want to march. Our brothers want to go to Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. They want to do everything. They want to go to their pastors, right? They want to watch all these YouTube videos, right, from these psychological people that are giving you doctrines and philosophies of man, but nobody wants to come to the Most High, right? This is Jeremiah chapter 9 and verse number 17. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider ye and call for the mourning women, that they may come, and send for cunning women, that they may come, and let them make haste, and take up a wailing for us, that our eyes may run down with tears, and our eyelids gush out with waters. Now, who's crying like that other than the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American? You just seen the brother crying like that. It said that the waters may gush out your eyelids, man. Esau wasn't crying like that. No nation is crying like that. What are they crying? Because their dog got hit by a car? They're crying because the stock market done took a crash, right? They're crying because they ran out of damn beans to put in their coffee in the morning. They're not crying because of the atrocities, nor are their eyes gushing out with waters. That only happens to us. It says a voice of wailing is heard out of Zion. How are we spoiled? So the voice of wailing is talking about crying. It's talking about the atrocities. It's talking about all hell that we catching. And as collectively as a people, we all were mourning, man. We all were crying when these things were going down, right? Our babies was getting dashed, right? That Babylonian captivity was something serious. That wasn't a light captivity. It says, and as how art we spoiled? We are greatly confounded because we have forsaken the land, because the dwellings have casted us out. Hear ye the word of the Lord, O ye women, and let your ear receive the word of his mouth, and teach your daughters wailing, and every one her neighbor lamentation. For death is come up into our windows, and is entered into our palaces, and cut off the children from without, and the young men from the streets. Right? So the Lord is telling you, the young men, right, the daughters, right, for all of the women that cause mourning and wailing, to teach your children, right? We're reading the same precept over and over and over, whether it be from the time of Tobit, right, whether it be from the time of Jeremiah, or whether it be any time in the scriptures. It's the same spirit of mourning and coming back to the Most High. You got it.
Right. And you know, these are the curses, man, right, upon Israel for sinning. Now let me pull this up real quick. Right, we got, I mean, this, man, this is let me see where we're gonna go next. Because these curses, they take a toll on you, man. That's why Jeremiah said, I wish that my head were as a fountain of waters, man, that I might weep day and night for the destruction of my people. Right? So this is the Pride Parade descended into chaos as multiple fights broke out among Pride attendees. Now, guess who's out there at the Pride attendee? Or who's a Pride attendee in Philly? Guess who's out there marching for the sodomites, for the freaks, for the creeps? That's where the Most High put that spirit for y'all to start damn fighting each other, man. Look at this madness. And I mainly see Eve out there, out of order, not being a keeper at home, loud in the streets with the attire of a harlot, man. So let's play this. So they got sodomite men. I see a sodomite man in there fighting. You got Eve in there fighting. That's why 2/3 got to go. 2/3 have to go, man. Let me play this. I'm gonna get a quick precept in a minute. Or something. Let me get this precept, man. This our people are finished. Are finished, man. Just absolutely finished. Yeah. Let me get this precept, man. Right? Because this is getting out of hand. Right? I'm gonna keep this on the screen, so I'm gonna just read it just straight off the text. Right? This is the book of Amos, the 6th chapter. Right? This is Amos chapter 6 and verse 1. Woe to them that are at ease in Zion and trust in the mountain of Samaria, which are named chief of the nations, to whom the house of Israel came. So these are the Israelites at ease, man. These are the Israelites that are at ease in Babylon the Great, who said, today we're going to go to the Pride Festival. Today we're going to go out there, and they probably smoked a blunt, man. Probably, 2 blunts. Maybe one of them probably popped a perk. They had some liquor, probably like in a thermos or water bottle or something like that. Some damn E&J, man. Some Douce. Went out there, and you got men looking for men, you got women looking for women, and everybody's at ease. But what did the Most High do? The Most High put the evil spirit on them, huh? This is judgment. The Most High sent the evil angel down there and caused these Negroes out here to start fighting and destroying one another. Right? Let me get that in Judges chapter 9 and 23 real quick. This is Judges chapter 9 and verse 23. Then the Most High sent an evil spirit between Abimelech and the men of Shechem. It's like, the men of Shechem dealt treacherously with Abimelech, that the cruelty done to the 70 sons of Jeroboam might come, and their blood be laid upon Abimelech their brother, which slew them, and upon the men of Shechem, which aided him in killing of his brethren. So the Most High, he could put a spirit on you to fight and have a massive brawl and a war, so y'all can kill each other because both of y'all are wicked. Because the Sodomites are out there looking to get popped and deal with men. The women are out there looking for women to get freaked off. The Most High put the spirit on the men and a woman. Women fighting women fighting men fighting men. It's just absolute madness and pandemonium out there. That's why these nations don't respect us, man. I thought in Deuteronomy chapter 4 and 5 on down, it says that they would hear and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. Let me get one more. Let me just actually read that real quick. Right? This Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahweh my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. Do you think they're walking by saying, look at these wise and understanding people? When he saw Simon, Judas, Solomon, Onias, David, Noah, certain men, he said, these men are wise and understanding people. Now look at us. It's madness, man. We'll rewind this a little bit. And these are all sodomites, man. Yeah, one guy with short shorts on. This is just absolute debauchery. You got one guy with no shirt on, shorts on. You got an Eve sitting up there like nothing happened. That's why, again, this is current events, Israelite edition. 2/3 are going to die in many ways. Let me get one quick precept real quick. This is Jeremiah chapter 15 and verse 1. Then said Yahweh unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind cannot be toward this people. Cast them forth, it's like it cast them out of my sight, and let them go forth. So the Most High said, you can't get no mediator like Samuel or Moses, right? Even if they tried to pray for these people, the Lord don't want to hear the prayer of Moses. If Moses prayed and Samuel prayed together, the Most High would disregard their prayers because Israel is so wicked. He said, my mind cannot be toward this people. Cast them forth out of my sight, let them go forth. Right? It's like in verse 2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity. And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord, the sword to slay, the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy. So, Jake, you got to pick your poison, man. You get slain by beast. You can get slain by the sword. You could die in a famine. You could die in a dungeon, a FEMA camp. Hey, but you're going to be destroyed, man. And the Most High is not going to give you any answers.
Let me bring this precept out. This right. It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 14, right? In verse, I'm going to start at 14. It says, I'm going to start at 13. Son of man, when the land sinneth against me by trespassing grievously, then will I stretch out my hand upon it, and I will break the staff of the bread thereof, and I will send famine upon it, and I will cut off man and beast from it. So the Lord said, when a land sinneth against him by trespassing grievously. So you got a trespass, but then you just got a grievous trespass. You got stealing in the land, right? All hell breaking loose and, you know, a riot in the land. But then you have sodomy in the land, right? And a war in the land, right? This is a grievous trespass, man. They're showing hatred toward their brother, right? They're sodomites, right? The Lord said, follow not a multitude to do evil and mischief, right? It's just a group of sodomite men following each other, fighting and hating their brother and doing God knows worse.
Wickedness.
And she in the corner with the white on.
Right.
I don't know what she's doing in the corner, man. They fighting, all hell breaking loose, and she look like she dancing. So you got whores out there, and our people are just given to madness and lewdness, right? Let something be going on down the street, man. Jake gonna run to it. Oh. That Jake running to just to see what's going on, man. Right? That's evil. You should be going the opposite way. It says, though these 3 men, Noah, Daniel, and Job, right? And Job was called perfect in Job chapter 1 and verse 1, right? Noah was perfect, right? When you read the book of Genesis, right? The 6th chapter, verse 9 all the way down. And the Lord said, Daniel, through his innocency, that's how he was delivered, right? So innocency, being perfect, these men were blameless. So through Noah, Daniel, and Job, it said, though they were in it, they should not deliver but their own souls by their righteousness. So that's the same spirit of Jeremiah the 15th chapter, that nobody else can deliver you out of this or pray for you on your behalf. Either the Most High is going to deliver you out of this land, or he's going to destroy you out of this land. It says they should neither deliver their own soul, should deliver but their own souls by their righteousness, saith the Lord God. So the Lord is saying that it don't matter who's in the land or who's praying for you. Look, you're only going to be delivered by your own righteousness. You can't take a sodomite, right, in the chariot with you. Right? You can't deliver an evildoer, or no matter how much you pray for him. That's why when Jeremiah was praying for the people so much, and the Lord said, stop praying for them. Let me get that quick precept. Because I've already made my mind up to destroy them and give them over to their wicked devices, right? This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 15, and verse number 15. It says, O Yahweh, thou knowest, remember me, and visit me, and revenge me of my persecutors. take me not away in long suffering. Know that thou, for thy sake, I have suffered rebuke. Right. So he's praying, right, that the Lord pardon and help him out for all of the evildoers that tried to kill Jeremiah. Jump into chapter 16 and verse 10. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt shew this people all these words, and they shall say unto thee, wherefore have the Lord pronounced all this great evil against us? And that's what Jake's mind's going to be. Why is judgment coming? Why is the Lord pronouncing all this great evil against us? What have we done? It says, or what is our iniquity, or what is our sin that we have committed against the Lord our God? Then shalt thou say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me, saith the Lord, and have walked after other gods, and have served them, and worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my law, and ye have done worse than your fathers. So all the accounts that we're reading, idolatry, right, worshiping stones and giving our children to Molech, and you read about a lot of wickedness in the Bible. Hey, the Lord said you have done worse than your fathers. And this was during the time of Jeremiah. How much more the days we living in now? How much more sodomy is on the earth? How much more evil in Israel was on the earth? It used to be a thing, they used to call it coming out the closet or in the closet. That term is a term in the past now. Now they're just walking abroad, right, with all of their colors on. They're just walking abroad with their lipstick. And you better not say nothing because you're shaming them, and they'll take it to the that's a crime now. You speak against them, huh? Right. You speak against them, that's a crime, right? Whether it's in the workplace or whatever the case may be, right? They could press charges against you. Yep. So I mean, this society is pushing wickedness and increasing it and letting it be proud and happen, right? So I mean, the Lord said, "Ye have done worse than your fathers." It says, "For behold, ye walk every one after the imagination of his evil heart, that they may not hearken unto me." Right? So they only want to do what they want to do and hearken unto the things that they want to do. Right now, I got one more through the Spirit. Right? This is the book, right, of Jeremiah, chapter 18, right? In verse number 11. It says, "Now therefore go to speak to the men of Judah and in the inhabitants of Jerusalem, saying, Thus saith the Lord, behold, I frame evil against you and devise a device against you. Return ye now every one from his evil way." So what did the Most High do? He gave you a warning. Look, I devise evil against you. Turn you away from your evil ways. Now, any wise man would have said, well, Yahweh Shai will destroy you. He'll give you over to a damn delusion. The Lord had the earth open up. Right? It's 1,000 ways that the Most High can kill you, meaning infinite, man. So the Lord devised evil against them, sent the hand of the prophets to warn them. It says, and make your ways and your doings good. And they said, so this is their response after the Most High warned them that he would kill them. Verse 12, and they said, there is no hope, but we will walk after our own devices. So they basically told the prophets and the Most High that they don't care. I don't care you devise evil against me. They said there is no hope, but we will walk after our own devices, and we, everyone, do the imagination of his evil heart. That's evil. And you're replying that against the Most High and the prophets that you just don't care, and we're going to walk in the imagination of our own heart. That's the same spirit of these Sodomites. You'll tell them to repent, and you'll come to the Sodomites very calm, right? You don't go straight for the jugular. You say, well, brother, what's your nationality? Try to wake them up, right? You be kind. You know, you understand our people are sick, right? All of our people are sick, man. You don't want to just get on a brother, right? You want to just, you know, be as wise as you can to wake them up to truth, right? But as soon as they don't want to listen, they despise it, you get on them, it makes them hate the Most High even more and go in their evil devices even stronger, right? It's a Sodomite that walk up and down the harbor with his pants half down, man. Right? That Benjamite. Right? It's just evil, man. Right? You got it, King.
Yeah, man. That's why they walk by. You get them, then they start kissing each other. Then a woman, you know, a lot of them they'll be holding hands and they come across the church and they separate. Then when they walk past, they kind of hold hands again. And all these men are probably going to damn deal with each other later this night. They probably get off on this. All these inner demons they got, and inner lust of rage and expression, and a lot of this is some freaky, nasty stuff right here, man. And the Lord speaks ill against abominable idolatries, man, banqueting, revelry, in 1 Peter, the 4th chapter, 3 on down. Right? So this is nothing but revelry, banqueting, and abominable idolatries. He got punched in the face by a dyke. You know, you got women out. This is just madness. Philly is finished, man. This is they're finished. Philly, they're on Trank. If you don't know what Trank is, look it up. They're on Trank, heroin overdose, perks, dope, homicide. There's a bunch of Muslims, murderers. There's a lot of thieves up there, liars, sorcerers, sodomites. Freaky Philly, man. Right? Freaky Philly is one of the top cities on the Most High's hit list. That's probably the fourth or fifth major city in Babylon the Great, man. Now, Philadelphia means the city of brotherly love, but it's nothing but hatred and malice here, man. And you know the police, they're watching. They're not going to get involved in this, man. They're probably sitting back there smoking a cigar, you know, holding on the top of their damn driver door, man, pulling their damn tobacco, blowing it, watching you Negroes act like gorillas out there, man. And then once it's all said and done, all right, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Everybody, one Edomite wave his little baton, blow a whistle, and y'all scatter. You know? So these are the things that people are dealing with, huh? Right? These are the things our people are dealing with. Right? Now, I also want to get this real quick, man. Right? It's a lot going on in the earth, man. Now, we probably got one or two more we want to pull up through the Spirit, Lord willing. Now, this is right? This is Trump's 2024, right? Now let me pull this up real quick, because this is getting out of hand. All right, Salakia. Right, so this is Trump 2024. Look at our people, man. Think about everything we showed today. Look at his shirt, Blacks for Trump. Let's say 2020.com. Right, these guys are still around, man. Right, this is back then, and these guys are still around. You say, well, that was 4 years ago. No, they're still here. So you had fetus on a bus. You had a sodomite watching a boy's son. We had a fight brawl of niggerdom, guerrilla warfare, right? And Philly, freaky Philly, and now you got this madness. Oh, and you had the sister that got shot in Houston with the baby watching, who watched the father shoot himself with a damn attempted suicide. And don't think that the Most High can give us over to these spirits, man. Right? You know, the Most High can give anybody over to anything. The Lord said in Job chapter 12, 16 on down, that the deceived and the deceiver are his. Black MAGA. So look at this. Look at Jake. Black MAGA. He has a Trump chain on. There's his rent money, his bus fare, his lunch money. He had a 47th president hat on. And he had to get, I don't know how much Louis belts are, but he had to get a Louis belt. It's probably over, I don't know, $500 or so. So you
Black MAGA, Black MAGA, Black MAGA, Black MAGA. Donald Trump, yeah, that's my president. Donald Trump, the first black president. Ever seen a black patriot? Yeah, we exist. The Democrats use my color just to stay rich. Indict my president, you might.
So that's our people right there, man. Right?
Black MAGA, Black MAGA.
This is the so-called black man. Let me get this precept in Lamentations chapter 2. Right? Now, you got the old version, then these people are still here back on the earth. Right? This is Lamentations chapter 2 and 1. How hath the Lord covered the daughter of Zion with a cloud in his anger, and cast down from heaven unto the earth the beauty of Israel, and remember not his footstool in the day of his anger. So the Lord casts us down from heaven. Now we went from a higher state. Read the scriptures, man. Read how the Most High had us in the wilderness, man. We had blue and scarlet and purple and jewels and gold and staffs and a tabernacle, a priesthood. We were in order, man. Now look at our people. We fell from heaven to the earth. Now we're in hell. Verse 2. The Lord hath swallowed up all the habitations of Jacob, and hath not pitied. He hath thrown down in his wrath the strongholds of the daughter of Judah. He hath brought them down to the ground. He hath polluted the kingdom and the princes thereof. And these are the people and the princes of the kingdom. They're polluted. Their minds are polluted. Their spirits are polluted. Everything about our people has been brought down and polluted by the Most High. The Lord did this, man. This is how like Nebuchadnezzar was living like a beast. He's living like a beast. Never in your mind would you thought that you would have saw an Israelite with a mitre on, a staff, wore like a pair. Now you got a Trump chain on, with the 47th president hat on, getting off on this, man. Right? This Lamentation chapter 4 and 1. How is the gold become dim? How is the most fine gold changed? The stones of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street. And we're the stones. And we're out in the middle of the street, huh? We're from gold to just rubble. Verse 2. The precious sons of Zion, comparable to fine gold. How are they esteemed as earthen pitchers, the work of the hands of the potter? So we lost all our value, all our brightness, because gold is bright. It has a luster behind it, right? It's shiny, right? So our people lost the wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Now look at us. Madness.
Black MAGA, Black MAGA, Black MAGA, Black MAGA.
And then Eve has to be there. And I don't know who this is in the back. You know who this guy is?
Mario.
So you said what?
Damn, Mario.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He do look like that, right? So he's allowed. You can't trust guys like this, man. These are the guys that rob you. Not everybody that's robbing you, looking to kill our people, are like Jake, just looking to make it. Some of these are these guys, man. Some of these guys are just outright sellouts. They just murder and kill to get you out the earth. So our people are you don't know who you're running across nowadays, who you're dealing with, man. Black MAGA. Where's Black MAGA at in the scriptures? Well, who's this guy? Where did he come from? 1973?
Donald Trump, yeah, that's my president. Donald Trump,
the Haitian flag he has.
The first black president. Ever seen a black patriot? Yeah, we exist. The Democrats use my color just to stay rich. Indict my president, you might.
So you got that with our people. And then last but not least, right? You got this. This one is this is This is our people, man, in a very, very, very bad estate. Now, this guy, this is Jake. He got caught looking for a little boy, man. And let's see what happens.
Like me to do?
If you could just tell us the truth.
Okay. What would you like me to do? Okay.
So they got these guys now that walk around and they do the catch a predator. Now Jake is a predator, man. So we're aborting babies on a bus. Our people are destroyed, man. We're looking for little children. We have sold our soul to Esau and the government. We're murdering and trying to kill ourselves and our wives. We're destroying our children. Our children are sodomites. The men are sodomites fighting in the streets. The women are whores out there. And everything is in the scriptures we're going into, man. So he's getting pulled up by Esau, of all people. Of all people, Jake is getting pulled up by Esau for looking for little kids, man.
Like me to do?
If you could just tell us the truth.
Yes.
Like you did. You said.
Yeah, I did ask her to meet up with me. Yes.
Right.
He asked a 13-year-old boy to meet up with him. Let me get one quick precept, man. This is Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 5. Why should ye be stricken anymore? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, the whole heart faint. From the sole of the foot even into the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores. They have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. So our people are under these curses, man, destroyed. And who gave us these wounds? The Most High. He said, see, now that I, even I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill, I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Paraphrasing Deuteronomy 32:39. So the Most High, he's the one that gave us these wounds. Look how the roles have reversed. Now Jake is a creep, and Esau is the man of justice. Pulling up Jake. Tomorrow, yes, I did ask him to meet up with me.
To meet up with me. Yes.
Right. So you can give this to the police.
Okay.
Or before we go in here, we can smack you a couple.
They said we can give this footage to the police, or before you go to work, we can smack you up a few times.
What times?
Well, I gotta go to work. So.
Well, I gotta go to work, so you can't smack me up a few times. I gotta clock in. How would that look?
I mean, you do what you gotta do. All right. Okay. All right. We good?
So play this again. You
Okay. All right. We good? All right. Okay. All right. We good? Because I gotta go to work.
Your name's Antoine, right?
Yes.
Stay away from little girls, all right, buddy?
You're right. You're right.
So this is our people, man. You went from being the sons of God to getting smacked up by Esau.
Yeah, this sad.
Yeah, this is bad, man. Let me get this precept real quick, man. Right? You went from the sons of God with the laws, statutes, and commandments, getting pulled up by the wicked for being wicked, and he just slapped you up a few times. Let me get this precept before you go to the plantation. At his plantation. And he's still going to turn you in. You got it, King. I'm gonna hold this precept.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking the whole time. That he was still gonna turn them in. They're gonna slap him around, right? And they still gonna turn him in. And it's like the mind of Jake to even want to do something like that is sick and it's evil. How could you even want to get off or even think something like that? I mean, our people are destroyed. And that's what happens when you come to America too. You have the product that make me think of Enoch, because the Lord said he had to get him out of there, man. Lest wickedness shall alter his understanding. Because you got all of these shows, stuff is subconsciously hopping on you and you don't even know it, man. Because guess what? You watch a commercial over and over. Now you want a biscuit. Right now you want to go to this restaurant. Now you want to do this. They're massaging your mind and shaping you to move in their image and what they want. They're spending your money for you. Right? They're telling you what's fun, what's cool, where you should go. Right? They're basically moving. They have their hand on you, man, like a wizard. A wizard shows you and does things and moves you right to the image of what they want through wizardry. And that's exactly what they do, man. Right? Let me get this quick precept. Right? I was just thinking about that. This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4, and verse number 11. Yet speedily was he taken away, lest that wickedness shall alter his understanding. Because wickedness can alter anybody's understanding. Let you be in a situation too long. You're too long at your uncle's house, man. And all they do is smoke weed and shoot dice and smoke crack. Right? You're going to be tempted. You may have dreams about it. Right? You may start secretly liking that smell and starting to remember what it used to be like. You may start laughing and joking and coming around him, and your spirit is going to start to get altered. It says, lest wickedness shall alter his understanding, or deceit beguile his soul. You can only be so strong in these bodies, man. That's why we got to get the hell out of here. Everybody's subject to vanity. Everybody's subject to going off. Right? How much more when you don't even know the laws? You don't know the commandments. You don't know the statutes. You don't know anything. All you know is this beast and what it shows you. But I can't imagine if I didn't have the scriptures, right? Brotherhood, right? The Most High Spirit resting on me and all of these different things, where I would be and what mind I would have, man. A lot of people will be in gangs, right? There'll be a lot of people, they love clubbing. There'll be whoremongers. They'll be doing all of these wicked things because wickedness alters your understanding every single day. It says for the bewitching of naughtiness. Bewitching is trickery. You're bewitching somebody to do something. For the bewitching of naughtiness doeth obscure things that are honest. So somebody that's honest and pure can be overthrown and bewitched into something else. That's why the Lord said through the hand of the Apostle Paul, "O foolish Galatians, who have bewitched you," man. Meaning who has tricked you and overthrew you. So you can know the truth and still get bewitched. A lot of people have that happen every day. How much more when you don't even know the truth? Right? You're going to start thinking things are what they appear to be. It says, doeth obscure things that are honest, and the wandering of concupiscence doeth undermine the simple mind. All right, so you wander around a lot, you're going to get overthrown. Right? That's why you have to stay upon the path of the Most High and have your foot not hasten to deceit, like the scriptures say. You got it, King.
And I want to get this quick precept. So the brother sent me this. This is we can't express it enough through the Spirit, man. How destroyed we are as a people. Now, this is Hosea chapter 13 and verse 8. I'm gonna actually start at verse 7. I'm gonna start at 6. Hosea chapter 13 and 6. According to their pasture, so were they filled. They were filled, and their heart was exalted. Therefore have they forgotten me. And our people don't know the name of the Most High. They can't even frame their mouths to say the name of Yahweh at times, or Yahweh Shah. So strange. And it's really confounding when you can't even say the name of your God anymore. You can't even put it out in words. You can't vocalize or verbalize it because we have forgotten the Most High. Hosea 13 and 7. Therefore, I will be unto them as a lion, as a leopard by the way will I observe them. I will meet them as a bear that is bereaved of her whelps. and will rend the call of their heart. And I'm gonna rip you. That's some graphic imagery right there. The Most High is gonna rip open your damn mind, man, your body. And there will I devour them like a lion. The wild beast shall tear them. O Israel, thou hast destroyed thyself, but in me is thine hope. I will be thy king. Where is any other? Where is any other that may save thee? In all thy cities and thy judges, of whom thou saidst, give me a king and princes. So who's going to save you, man? The Most High said, you destroyed yourself, man. Spiritual suicide. That's why you have police caught Florida pastor in the back seat of a car with a little boy. Now let's play this. This is 1 minute and 30 seconds of just outright wickedness. And these are your pastors, man. When your grandmother writing that check, she get that Social Security, she giving it to Pastor Deacon Jones, Williams, Pastor Tony. A Pastor Tony is with little boy Thomas in the back seat of a car. Because you took him to late night prayer service. Late night, Wednesday night Bible study at 9. You got to work in the morning. The pastor said, that's okay. I'll pick up your son. And he been plotting on your son like Eddie Long. Eddie Long was popping them boys, man. A lot of TD Jakes, he be freaking off, man. Gyrating on stage. I'm not going to utter what he said on stage. He said, have you ever been, you know what, man? And he said it in such a vile, just disgusting, just lewd, perverse way. He was grabbing up himself, man. So these pastors are nothing but pedophiles, man. Child molesters. So let me play this. So politically we're destroyed, religiously we're destroyed, mentally, sexually destroyed, emotionally destroyed. We're going as a people. Now we're gonna play this real quick.
How's it going, sir? Hey, how are you? Stepping out of here for me? Shut the door for me. You got ID on you? Yes. It's all right, sir. I'll get your name. You step over here. Go to my... Step over there. Just stand right there. What's your name? Alfonso. Alfonso. Alfonzo.
Pastor Alfonso.
Last name, Joseph. What's your date of birth doing out here?
Just chilling. That's all.
Just chilling.
It was getting hot in.
Just chilling. Boy, man, if I was there, man, it'd be a big problem. I have to be like Mattathias and refrain myself. We just chilling. What are you chilling in the backseat of a car with a little boy with no shirt on, man? What are you chilling on? You a grown-ass man. You in the middle of the woods. Go back. Now I'm getting mad.
Alfonso. Alfonzo. Yeah. Last name, Joseph. What's your date of birth doing out here?
Just chilling. That's all.
Just chilling.
It was getting hot in the car, so I just took my shirt off.
Well, when I walked up, you put your shorts on.
It's getting hot in the car. Hold on. It's getting hot in the car and you took your shirt off. Why you turn the AC on? Why are you in the car? Surely, Pastor, you got to run an AC in your car. And your Jaguar, your Benz. Why are you in the car? It's getting hot, so I took my shirt off. You got boxers on.
I just took my shirt off.
Well, when I walked up, you were putting your shorts on.
Wow.
But sometimes it gets hot. So.
Wow. Wow. He said when I walked up on you, you was putting your shorts on. He said, yeah, sometimes it gets hot. That's why this is current events, Israelite edition. 2/3 are going to die in many ways.
Yeah, and it looked like it's damn near 10 o'clock plus.
It's late. It's late. It got, yeah.
Pitch black.
Yeah. and he got hot and he took his pants off and he took his boxers off. Ain't nobody trying to hear that, man. And if I was this guy's father, man, the little boy, man, and you know, it'd be a big deal.
Or you guys have your pants down. I didn't have to lie. I kind of figured what's going on.
I didn't have my pants down, though.
So he had
his pants down? Oh, wow.
So you're not gonna tell me what's going on? No.
That was.
If that's what you guys are doing, that's what you guys are going to do.
Right.
At some point.
Right.
What do you mean that that's what you guys are doing? That's what you guys are going to do at some point. What does that mean? So that's why we got to get out of this society, because look who's the judge of the land. Compare what he just said. What would Moses and Nehemiah, Paul, David, Solomon say, huh? That's what you guys are going to do, then that's what you guys are going to do. Let me get one quick precept real quick. This is Habakkuk chapter 1 and verse 4. Therefore, the law is slacked, and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. You got the wicked compassing the righteous, you're always going to have false judgment.
It is what it is.
Right.
You know, he would do it all the time, but you don't need to lie.
Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead and turn around, hands behind back. Yeah, that's some big risks. Yeah.
You got some big risks. What does it have to do with anything? That has nothing to do. This is mad. This is madness.
Go ahead and turn around, hands behind back. Yeah, that's some big risks. Yeah.
So these are your pastors, man. Right? These are your pastors at your local church on Martin Luther King Boulevard, First Baptist AME Church, that Sister Dorothy goes to, Sister Allie Mae, right? And all your old Gerthas and old people from down south and Curtis, Leroy Brown, right? Tony, Reginald, Brother Reginald. All of these men are there, man. Right? And these are the things that are going on with our people. But you got it, King. If you want to bring up those and precepts.
Yeah. I mean, so we gotta pray for our people, man. You gotta continuously pray for the poor, the sick, you know, our people to wake up, the elect, you understand? Because I mean, this place is finished, man. Right? We're right here at the elect being soaked. You can feel it. Right? You can feel it. I mean, the truth is everywhere. It's been on TV, the celebrities are talking about it. Right, brothers, camps everywhere, right on the north, west, east, the south. Right, I mean, something's about to happen real soon, and if you're not girded and prepared, it's going to catch you like a thief in the night. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 3 and verse 2. Be watchful and strengthen the things which remain that are ready to die. Right, so it's always something that's ready and prepared to die. You have to examine and strengthen that up right before all hell breaks loose, man. You don't want to turn around through your ignorance and you rocking yourself to sleep in the world, and now you don't desire to do certain things anymore, right? The Lord has taken it away from you. It says, for I have not found thy works perfect before Yahweh. Remember, therefore, how thou hast received and heard, and hold fast, and repent. If therefore thou shalt not watch, I will come on thee as a thief, and thou shalt not know what hour I will come upon thee. Right? So if you're not watching and staying diligent upon these prophecies and taking care of your households and taking care of your spirit, the Lord's going to visit you like a thief and blow out your candlestick.
That's right. This is Revelation chapter 22 and 12. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man according as his work shall be. So you show your faith by your works. You have to weigh your works or examine your works, because again, everything that you saw, you should be either hurt by it, disgusted by it. These things should be loathsome in your eyes. These things should make you down, or or you can look at these matters and say, I see the condition of my people. Let me put my brick in that I can alleviate my people from these curses, that I can alleviate my people from these situations, from this oppression. Let me be an example. Let me put my light out there in the forefront, right? So that's the example, and that's the spirit that we need to be in. Pursuing in Judith 8:24, our brethren hearts depends on us, man. They don't know what's right and wrong, man, most of the time. So we have to be that example. That's why we have to go out there week in and week out. Teach repentance, be compassionate, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine, because the Most High is going to give every man according as his work shall be, or his work shall be, paraphrasing. Right? But with that, we're going to close up, giving, of course, our honor and our glory to Yahweh. Most High willing, you're edified. Shalom, brother Naquam.
Shalom, brother Wyatt.
Kwam Yasha. Shalom.